counted them down every week. Now let's take a look at the top 30 plays of the year in Muhlenberg College Athletics. We begin at number 30 with baseball sophomore Ryan Hebert hitting one into the gap against Gallaudet. He circles the bases, 4 bases and 1, originally ruled an inside the park home run, later ruled a triple and an error. Still a cool play, and our number 30 play of 2019-20. At number 29, women's basketball at Johns Hopkins, end of the third quarter. It's Tori Dowd stealing the inbounds pass, passing it to Emily O'Mahony, who swings it to Michaela McGarvey for a 3. At number 28, men's lacrosse tied 13-13 with Scranton, less than 3 minutes left in regulation, and the Mules scored 3 goals in 45 seconds for a 16-13 win. 2 of the goals scored by sophomore James Dalamonte, and 1 of them by junior Ethan Grossman.
3 in a row for the Mules.
At number 27, it's sophomore Jan Boitanko of the wrestling team, wrestling at 157 against Kings late in the first period, pinning his opponent in dramatic fashion. At number 26, senior Libby Giuliano led the Centennial Conference in saves with 95, en route to earning her 3rd straight Centennial Conference nod. Here are some of her saves against Dickinson and Johns Hopkins, and here she saves a penalty kick against Gettysburg. At number 25, some trickery from the football team. It's running back James Diggs passing to Max Kieran for a touchdown against Juniata, and then against Ursinus, it's Kieran, the wide receiver, passing to Ryan Curtis for a touchdown. At number 24, some great goal scoring for the Mules. First, in men's soccer, it's senior Kevin Hagan with the great strike. In field hockey, it's junior Morgan Teets diving in front of the cage to put one in. In women's soccer, freshman Alexandra Charinkin with the long free kick. And in men's lacrosse, it's freshman Jack Kramer with the one-handed dive, and senior Scott Fayen going behind the back. At number 23, it's December graduate Alex DeGillis playing in the final match of his career, winning at number 3 singles to clinch Muhlenberg's first win against Division I Lafayette in men's tennis since 1948. At number 22, sophomore Greg Baum wrestling against Mount Union, pinning the number 1 ranked wrestler in Division III, a 2019 national champion. At number 21, Chris Richards broke a 33-year-old school record for points by a freshman, scoring 30 for the men's soccer team. His most important one was this one against NYU to give Muhlenberg a 1-0 win in the quarterfinals of the ECAC tournament. At number 20, great passing was on display all season for the men's basketball team, en route to 19 wins and a spot in the Centennial Conference playoffs. Here the Mules show off some great passing en route to layups against Moravian and Delaware Valley. And here's some fancy passing from senior Matt Ganias. He goes behind the back with the dribble and then with the pass to Dan Gaines against Ursinus. And then at McDaniel, it's over the shoulder, no look to Dallas Hoffman. At number 19, 2 long plays for the football team. First, a 91-yard blocked field goal return, the longest in school history. Nick Sirica with the block. Joseph O'Hagan picks up the ball and laterals to Mickey Kober, who covers the last 48 of the 91 yards. And then at McDaniel, it's Ethan Brader to Ryan Dimmick, a 93-yard pass play, the second longest in school history. At number 18, it's senior Rashida Hay, winning a silver medal at the Centennial Conference Championships with the second best pentathlon score in program history. At number 17, 1,000 was the milestone of the year. Senior Maggie Anisfed in volleyball, 1,000 career kills. Junior Maya Lufsky in volleyball, 1,000 career digs. And senior Matt Ganias in men's basketball, 1,000 career points. At number 16, it's men's basketball with the Duncan. First, Michael Moriali.
Oh, you jams it in!
Noah Watson with his first career dunk, and the best dunk of the year, it's Dallas Hoffman with his steal, 2-handed jam, and foul against Sarah Lawrence. At number 15, it's senior Matthew Athanas Linden putting in the free kick in overtime against Widener for the golden goal in the semifinals of the ECAC tournament. Senior Ray Lito took care of the rest. He was named MVP as the Mules won the championship. At number 13, the softball team in Myrtle Beach, it's sophomore Jenna Cicchetti with the walk-off single in the bottom of the 8th to beat William Peace 3-2. At number 13, a pair of pins for the wrestling team. Sophomore Luca Kolstock taking his East Stroudsburg opponent right to his back for the pin. And then against Washington and Lee, it's senior Scott Schaefer pinning his opponent early in the first period to clinch the Mules' dual meet Centennial Conference title. Another thing both of those fellows had in common, they were Centennial Conference champions. At number 12, shout out to the Muhlenberg defense, the first football team in NCAA Division III history to record shutouts in each of its first 2 NCAA tournament games. The Mules didn't shut out their third opponent, but they only allowed 8 points to previously undefeated Salisbury, and here's the defensive play of the year. It's John Washington with the big hit on the receiver. At number 11, it's sophomore Sam Morgan coming in the outside lane to win a gold medal in the 800 meters at the Centennial Conference Track Championships. Also winning gold with a personal best was senior Cameron Ford in the triple jump. At number 10, our hearts go out to the spring seniors who had their careers cut short, especially those who didn't know their seasons would be ending. 2 seniors who had an idea their seasons would be ending went out with a bang in their final contest. Jake Whittingslow in men's lacrosse setting program records with 8 goals and 9 points against Oneonta, and Sarah Schubert for the softball team in the final athletic contest of the year, hitting a solo home run against Cedar Crest. And Schubert also had a big game in the field, twice throwing out a runner at first base from right field. At number 9, junior Hannah Merlo picked a good time to score her first career goal, netting this one in double overtime against Ursinus to give the women's soccer team its first golden goal since 2014. At number 8, senior Jason Richwall finished 8th at the Mideast Regional in cross country to earn a trip to the NCAA National Championships. At number 7, junior Michael Natkowski set school and Centennial Conference records, 46 touchdown passes in the season, 97 in his career, some great catches in the NCAA tournament, Ryan Curtis and Mitch Daniel against Brockport, Nick Ugardi against MIT. His longest touchdown pass was the 75-yarder to Max Kieran in the Mules' big win against Johns Hopkins. And Natkowski can also catch. He caught this 2-point conversion against Moravian. At number 6, senior Matthew D'Ambrosia broke the career record for strikeouts against Leslie and didn't stop there. He struck out 21 in a game, breaking a 55-year-old school record and tying the Centennial Conference record. At number 5, NCAA Regional Wrestling Consolation Final. It's Jimmy Fratantoni wrestling at 184, time winding down in regulation, and he takes his opponent down with just 2 seconds remaining to win and earn a bid to nationals. Number 4 are for the 4 field hockey wins that ended on the last play of the game. Malia Hess scoring in overtime against Elizabethtown, Sarah Rabb with no time left against Haverford, Alexandra Gann in overtime against Dickinson, and Rachel Richards in the final game of the season, scoring in overtime against Washington College. Men's basketball also with a flair for the dramatic, and at 3 are the 3 wins in the final 10 seconds. Michael Moriali against Delaware Valley with 7.1 seconds left. In the Scotty Wood Championship game, Spencer Duke at the 3 with 5.5 seconds left, and at Dickinson it's Noah Watson with 3 seconds left in overtime. At number 2, it's senior Austin Sherman wrestling in the 149-pound final at the Centennial Conference Championships. Scoreless late in the second period and on his back, he reverses his opponent and pins him to become a Centennial Conference champion. Here's a quick review of number 30 to number 2 as we set up our number 1 play of the year. Without question, the big story of the year was the football team making the Final Four, and it wouldn't have happened without this. Senior Mark Riggio with a 3-yard run in overtime against Susquehanna to give the Mules a 24-17 lead. And on the last play of the game, 4th down for Susquehanna, it's Mickey Kober, Damon Fleming, and Jay McGill combining to make the stop. The Mules win 24-17 and go on to the NCAA Final Four. Thanks for watching all year. Stay safe and go Mules.